Listen, everybody. Hear those sleigh bells? That means something. That's the start of our surprise for tonight. I'm going to ask Roxanne to bring back out on stage all of the contestants that played Beat the Clock tonight and that won themselves some very lovely prizes. Now, just kind of group around me here, folks, will you, if you will? That's the idea. Good enough. Now, I think we can all see. You can step sort of in here alongside me. I don't want to put my back to anybody if I can help it. And get where everybody can see you, because I'll tell you what this whole little occasion is all about. We kind of thought that this being the holiday season, with Christmas being in the air, and since Christmas, the spirit of Christmas, should be one of giving rather than receiving, we contacted the Community Service Society in one of the locales where our show is seen. And we had them select a needy family. And we're going to call this family Mr. and Mrs. Christmas. Now, while you were playing to win prizes for yourselves tonight, unknown to you, you were also winning prizes to supply the needs of this needy family, which we will call Mr. and Mrs. Christmas, and whose story I will tell you now. Mr. and Mrs. Christmas have 5 children. They have 4 girls and 1 boy. The boy is the littlest. They live in a 3.5-room walk-up apartment. Mrs. Christmas has a heart condition and so is not able to work to supplement the income, and Mr. Christmas is working at a steady job, but he makes a very small amount of money for it, and not nearly enough to meet the needs of that growing family. So tonight, you folks, in the true spirit of giving, have with your efforts, with the fun that you've had, something for this needy family, Mr. and Mrs. Christmas. Now, I can't award all these things to them in your behalf all alone, so I've asked one of Santa Claus's many helpers, will you step over here, to come out and help me, right over this way, if you will. Come on out, Santa Claus's helper, will you? There he comes. This is jolly as St. Nick himself. I'm going to ask him to go over and open up the curtains over there and show you just the start of the things that you have won for Mr. and Mrs. Christmas and their 5 children. Now, first, of course, for the Christmas family, here's the tree itself, which will be delivered to them from Holiday Wholesale Florists, decorated with all kinds of beautiful fireproof ornaments by Double Glow. Under the tree, something they don't have, is the lovely room-size Coventry carpet from the looms of Mohawk. Now, for Mr. Christmas, for his wardrobe, here is a suit and a winter overcoat, along with 6 shirts and 2 warm sweaters, all from Broadstreet's. For Mrs. Christmas, a beautiful gray fleece winter coat and a warm winter suit made by Will Nemiroff. And along with this, 2 wool dresses and 2 crepe dresses from the International Dress Company. Now, since all the Christmas family needs shoes, National rings the Christmas bells with a pair of shoes and overshoes for each member of the entire family. Now for the Christmas household. Here are 24 sheets and pillowcases by Springmaid. And also for their beds, 6 wonderful warm wool blankets from Springfield Woolen Mills. For their table, from the Stahlmeyer Company, a Ferris canned ham, along with all kinds of canned meats. And from Stokely and Van Camp Foods, a 2-year supply of assorted foods of all kinds. For their holiday dinner, a wonderful frozen turkey from C.A. Swanson & Son. To make Mrs. Christmas's chores around the house easier, this universal food mixer and universal Jet 99 vacuum cleaner. Now, to make their home more comfortable, here comes another of Santa's helpers with the wonderful Pullman sleeper, a beautiful custom-styled sofa by day that converts into a bed by night. And now here come Madeline and Betty to keep the Christmas children warm with the new wardrobes. Here from Scoutex Knitwear and Mary Jane Dresses are 2 pairs of blue jeans and 2 shirts for the little boy, 5 sweater sets and 5 shirts for all the children, and 4 dresses each for all the girls. And from Weather Winky, a snowsuit for each child. And finally, no Christmas season would be complete, especially with children, without toys for the children. So Santa told us what they wanted, and here come Santa's helpers with those toys. From the New York Kitty Fair, there are roller skates, sewing kits, doll carriages, blocks, toy cars and trucks, cuddly toys, coloring books and crayons, a blackboard, and 5 Christmas stockings for all the children. And Roxanne, let's have 4 Roxanne dolls for the 4 Christmas girls. And finally, for the Christmas children, these wonderful Schwinn bicycles with all the wonderful features that make Schwinn America's favorite bicycles. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And you folks, I'm sure, in times to come will think back not only on the night that you appeared on Beat the Clock, but possibly of the little catch in your throat, you might think of the wonderful joy that you brought to a family who wouldn't have had this Christmas if it hadn't been for your efforts. You made it a memorable night for us, a memorable night for them, and I'm sure that you'll find in the future it's been made a very warm and memorable night for you. So God bless you all. It's been nice having you here with us. I hope you'll think on this evening as one that made your Christmas this year a lot richer than it might have been, because the spirit of Christmas, after all, is and should be one of giving and not of receiving. Good night to you. God bless you. Thanks for being with us and helping us with the Christmas family. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the spirit of the holiday season, some of you will be seeing us maybe after the holidays are over, but we'll still have the same warm feeling in our hearts for you. A wonderful year ahead, a wonderful many years ahead, and keep that feeling and that spirit of giving in your hearts forever. This is Bud Collier speaking for Sylvania, hoping that next time may be your time to beat the clock. Good night, everybody.
This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Codman production, produced in association with the CBS Television Network. Roxanne's Doll, a Hannah Troy original. This is Vern Bennett reminding you to tune in every week at the same time for Beat the Clock.